So I'm going to show you a way to farm for precision code analyzers and cool metallic foil and other types of material in the first Descendants. So if this guide does help you, please make sure you leave a like, you subscribe, and let's go. So for our first one, we're going to head over to White Knight Gulch, and nobody else has spoken about this yet, so please leave a like and support the channel if this guide is new for you. Head over to the mountaintop outpost and you're going to come to this mission right here, the Order Patrol Beat, and this is an extermination mission, and you're going to want to make sure that your world difficulty is set to normal. This is going to be extremely easy to be able to do if you guys are just starting out as well. Don't worry, you'll be able to farm these pretty early on. If not, I've got another one that you can do very early on also. You can say it's so hard, it's not going to actually affect anything other than your gold amount, so that is going to be that. Now let's run over to this area and let me just show you quickly how easy this mission actually is. So we're going to be using somebody like Bunny. You want someone that's got a lot of AoE damage. Reason for this, there's a lot of enemies that spawn in, and really it's just about having your timing right, waiting for these enemies to spawn in and be able to take them out. So I can see here the first set actually spawning down there. So it's super easy to take them out first, and then you get another few batches that spawn from this point and some come from over there. So if you are using Bunny, you can just hop around, bounce around and get rid of them all like that. It's extremely easy. There's no difficulty in this at all, and there'll be some more that will spawn up in a second, but I will show you the way that we can farm this extremely easy. So now that is taken care of, let's head up in this area. And if you guys don't know, the way that these code breaker analyzer things are kind of set up, it's down not to how many enemies that you kill or how quick a mission is. A quick way to do the mission is obviously something that's going to help out a little bit, just because you have a few elites that you want to get rid of as quickly as possible. But these enemies here with the red dots on their head are the ones that tend to drop these materials. I don't know if you noticed that in the world, but they're the ones that tend to drop them. So these lot haven't dropped anything for me here, so I'm going to skip past them and we're going to go over to this area here, just use our little spark and wipe them out. And now we're going to check to see if we have received something. We haven't got any materials here this time around, but we have got a code analyzer. So like I said, it takes about a minute, and this is because I'm showing you how to do it. If I was just rushing through it, I could do this really easily with under a minute. Simple. That is the reason why people like my next one. So let me show you that one right now. So for our next mission, you're going to head over to the sterile land area, and you're going to come to this outpost here, the Rockfall outpost, and you're going to head over to anticipated ambush point. This is a really good farm just in general for loot, gold, XP, anything you guys are looking for. You should be able to farm this nice and easy. As you can see, people are already doing this, and there always will be somebody in these areas farming. But as I've noticed as I'm going around, it really isn't too dependent on how quick a mission is. It's more dependent on the orange enemies that pop up. So I am using the Thunder Cage in this case, but if you guys wanted to, if you destroy the orange enemy when they are surrounded around more enemies, essentially what it's going to do is convert another enemy into an orange enemy. Reason why you get a fair few from this is because this high level elite has a good chance of dropping materials, as you can see there. And yet again, this is completely up to him what he does drop. It's all RNG. You could do this a million times and only end up with a handful, but you could do it the day after, do it 10 times and end up with like 5 or 6. The RNG in this game is insane. But as you can see here, we get this material this time. But if you rinse and repeat this over and over again, you can do it extremely efficiently. And if it's on higher difficulty, you can do this really well. Not being fast, but you can also get good KUIPER, gold, materials, and a ton of other things. So this time around, I'm going to show you doing this farm on hard difficulty. So you see I've changed my world status. You can already hear the people farming XP here. So it definitely is a great farm. You can join in whenever you want, start it whenever you want, and it's just so good. So let me just run in and clear out all of these ads here. We can see that somebody has already claimed some material, which is perfect. So now the boss is going to spawn in, and hopefully he has a good chance of dropping us some tasty bit of code breaker. No, he has not. that's fine. All we'll just do is jump back over to this. See, that's 17 seconds. But this is going to be a lot quicker now. So it was about 30 seconds a second ago because more people were doing it. But now it's going to be a lot quicker because other people are running around and clearing these out. You're going to get a mass amount of different loot, gold, literally everything you can think of. You're going to be able to farm on this run. So it's a really, really good way to just farm in general. Let's see if we can get anything tasty. Did we end up with one there? Yes, we did. We got a rare one, it looked like. So, yeah, again, it's completely dependent on what the RNG gods is trying to drop for you. But you can see it's a really, really good farm. Now, let me show you another one. So, for our next one, we're going to head over to the Agna Desert area. And this is going to be a great place for you to be able to farm on hard mode. So, you're going to head over to Heavy Equipment Entry Path. And this is the outpost that you'll start off at. Come to this mission. It's extremely easy. The reason why this is beneficial for you, though, is because in this mission, you're going to find yourself seeing a fair amount of different orange enemies. You'll get used to which way they spawn in on, and this does become quite obvious which way that they are going to go. So don't worry too much. You guys will be able to rinse and repeat this until your heart's content. So now that they've done, hopefully there should be another orange enemy that will spawn in a second. Not this time, buddy. So we're going to just wipe these. As you can see, they're just standing there dormant because they just know I'm going to wipe them out, which makes this so much easier. Right, so here's a nice little orange enemy. But saying that, he has already got covered by one of these enemies that got shields on. So going to make it a bit harder to break him down and get to. But let's see if we can get to these enemies here, clear these off, and then we'll jump to the next space. There is another place here that is pretty decent for precision code breakers and precision code analyzers as well. That is going to be the mission just down there as well. So there's a barrier mission. You can try that because there is elites that drop obviously higher end materials when they die. So that is going to be something that you might want to give a go. And it will always help out and always benefit you in the long run. So definitely something that you want to focus on. Let's try and clear these guys as quickly as we can. It's a fair group of them that will keep spawning. And as you can see, some of these are quite strong enemies as well. So they can do a decent amount of damage. So make sure that you are set up. But if you aren't built correctly and you can't take your own decent amount of damage, then maybe just jump on to normal. And the best way to really kind of go about it is to farm the normal code analyzers. That is going to be what you are looking for if you are just starting out. Normal code analyzers on normal mode, and then these ones that you get in hard mode are called code breakers. So as you can see, it's really, really simple, and there is a good chance that you can get a decent amount of loot from these. So this is the reason why I like this one. If you know something that's better, let me know down below. And hopefully, I will see you guys in the next one. Peace.